Hello everyone, this is your own girl Millie Kasa, yes, Millie Kasa, and this is another segment of the Millie Kasa show. Yes, the Millicent talk show that we used to know. Now it's Millie Kasa show. So on Millie Kasa show, you get nothing but real topic and real talk. So today I have here Andy's natural mineral water. Yes, Andy's natural mineral water, the natural mineral water that you have heard about it, that you have seen my picture on that post. This is the mineral water. So guys, they are located in Okyere, yeah, and you can contact them on 0596 14641 and 0596 013436. I repeat, 0596 014641 0596 013436. So write them down and try as much as possible to call them for your events. Yes, your events, that funeral event, that entertainment event, that shop, that supermarket that you've been running, that business, that company, that bank place that you work at. You can call them and they will supply you with the dispenser bottle, and again with the sachet, and the bottles are on the way coming. So guys, contact them as soon as possible, because there is a taste that I want you to feel it, so you will be alive. So today I have a topic that I've been seeing going viral. There is this our brother, an American, black American, who was shot, I would say murdered by a police inspector. Yeah, his name is in the person George Floyd. Yes, a black young patron, black American that have been shot dead by a police officer. You know, looking at how the video was going on, it was played, the man didn't actually resist arrest at all, but he got shot. There have been cases where we see our blacks in a car or maybe in an environment where they find themselves with police officers, and the argument that goes on between them. Sometimes we see where there will be another person intimidating the officer, trying to insult them or trying to use some kind of language for the officer to be more angry or try to act certain kind of way towards them. But this is different. Our brother didn't resist arrest. Whatever the situation was, he never tried anything like that, and he got shot in a cold blood. That is so no. And I have seen viral videos where some residents from the community are actually destroying public properties because they want justice. My brothers living in America, Europe, Asia, North America, South America, our dear African brothers, our dear black brothers and sisters living out there, please, we should all know that two wrongs doesn't make right. Destroying public properties just because our brother got shot, it's not going to stop them, or it's not going to stop anything, going to change anything, because it's the same wrong that we are doing here. Sometimes I see posts, you know, that you will see a crime scene where you will not even know about the crime, what the person committed or what he or she did. All you hear is a black brother has been murdered, a black sister have been killed. Why do we always have to tag ourselves a black this? It's only one person that did a crime. But in cases we don't even see the name, or we don't hear the name of the person that committed that crime, we actually give it a caption, a black. We are all painting ourselves black just because one person did it wrong. Now we have to quote, a black person did this, a black person did that, and those things actually are raising the conscience of people about racism. Racism have been something that it looks like it's never going to be an end to this. And we are the people that we keep on bringing it up every day. Before, what I knew was hate on blacks were not a general thing for every black. But now it looks like every black is hated by a white person. Why should it supposed to be so? Please, we have to desist from the way we act towards our own self. You see our dear black sisters and brothers arguing with each other, shooting each other, you know. So if we are doing the same things to ourselves, why do we feel so scared when the white, or when the people we feel they hate us so much are doing it to us? We feel intimidated. So it's all right to do it to your own brother, but it's not all right for another person from outside to come in and do the same thing to you. My condolence to this brother George Floyd and everyone else who have been through the same situation, who have gone through these murder cases or any kind of crime. You understand? We pray that this thing will stop. This thing will not happen. This thing will decrease from the surfaces of especially European countries and the American countries, Asia, all those black racist caption that we raise. It's like we are making it a banner, and that is very sad. If we can actually capitalize every crime by the particular person, their name, it will be very interesting, because black or white, we have one skin, not the color aspect. We have one skin. When I cut myself, I'll see blood. The same thing when you cut yourself, you see blood. We have something in common. Let's take the racist talk, racist caption, racist tag, blacks. Let's keep it down a bit, my dear brothers. And as I'm saying this, I'm giving a very big thanks to my dear African country, Ghana, our police inspectors, because hardly will you hear cases that in Ghana here, a police officer shot a civilian, or a police officer shot a black person, a brother or a sister. Hardly will you hear this, because they know how to treat each other. We know how to treat ourselves. Mostly in cases where you will hear police officer shot someone, maybe a robbery attack or a crime scene that there is an exchange of gunfire, then you bring in this gun killing and all that. Kudos. And as I'm saying this to actually an incident that have been happening in my country here, Ghana. Yeah, we woke up 4 days ago and we heard a landlord killed his tenants. Yes, a landlord killed his tenant. What did this landlord do? And sorry, what did this tenant do, and why did this landlord have to kill a tenant? For what reason? We wake up, and according to stories gathered by the sources that we got this news from, the tenant have been living in this house for a very long time, and his rent is overdue. So the landlord actually asked him questions if he's going to stay more, but he didn't actually give the landlord a tangible answer. Maybe he was looking for other sources before he would give his answer. But the family of the deceased said in about 2 weeks, their son came home to tell them he had a dream where his landlord had shot him dead. And the mother was like, no, then you don't have to live in this house again. So he was making plans. He was preparing to leave the house before the landlord had to even tell him this story about if he's going to stay or he's leaving. So that incident could maybe be the reason why he couldn't even give this landlord tangible reason, because for me to have a dream that you shot me, then in 2 weeks time or in a week's time, you're asking me, am I going to stay or leave? I will run. In fact, I will run away. But this landlord, and not even the landlord, the direct landlord that shot this innocent guy, the landlord's son, who is not even living in Ghana. He lives outside the country. He lives in the UK. And this guy came in, I think, for visit, and he's living in the same house with his mom. Maybe his mom narrating the story to him. We know how mothers and how they will exaggerate on their stories to their sons and daughters. This boy didn't have patience. She had to carry a gun, go in there and shoot this guy. And according to eyewitness in the house, the guy was even asleep when he came. When the case went to the police station, the landlord's son have gotten a lawyer and claiming what he did was a self-defense. But there were eyewitnesses that the moment he came into the house and he shot the guy, he was shouting how he has been a killer before, he has shot somebody before, he lives in the States, and in the States, you don't tolerate all that. Look at what I'm talking about. Because most of the character, most of the acts that some of our black brothers that you live in the States, you portray, sometimes it's scary. I ask myself, what is it that they give it to you guys out there? That any small argument, any small thing, you have to carry a gun and fire it to your brother. Why? What is it? What are they feeding you guys? How is the life so miserable that any small thing you just have to shoot? I told myself that yes, because a Ghanaian person living in Ghana here who knows the life of an African child, who knows the life that we go through here, will not wake up and take a gun and shoot at his tenant for any other. Nothing will make them do that. In this coronavirus period, this period that most landlords are showing love to their tenant, most landlords are giving out, they are giving to the society. If not for anything, for how long these tenants have been staying with you all this while? They may not be good, they may not be the right person, the right tenant for your home, but they have lived with you, they have lived with you upon everything how you are, they have lived in your home. They have also served a purpose for you. How can you do this to your brother in this cold blood? And screaming aloud to the public how you are good at killing. My dear police officers in Ghana, I trust you. I know how you work with the law. Especially with cases that goes viral like this. You take good care of it. You make sure the right deed is done out of it. This young man has to be put to bars because that act, he has to calm down. That nerves that makes them carry any gun at all. No, this is Africa. Africa, we don't deal with guns. So when you come here and come and pull your gun just because you have been doing it from wherever you are coming from, it doesn't work like that here. You will face the law. You will lose it here. So, my condolence to the family that they have lost their son. And sources tells me that the young man is even a musician, an upcoming musician. He's just somebody that was living with his 2-year-old son in the house. That very day that he took his son away to go and visit a family person, he came back to sleep a little. That was the day he got killed. His son even didn't get to see him. So my dear brothers, especially those of you living outside Africa, living in the Europe and living, and the most annoying thing is some things like this when let's say it's a white person that tries to prosecute you or something, we will come out and do that blacks, yeah, black person got killed, black person did that, black person did this. A crime committed by just one black, and they tag all blacks. We all tag along, blacks, then we all, please, we beg. Some of us, we are not interested in that black tag. You understand? Like I said before, all this racist attack, all this hate attack, it was not for all blacks. It looks like most of our black men and women are trying to make it sound like it's all blacks. Please, the blacks we have in different, we have Africans, we are here. We believe in our own self. We know what is going on. We know we are not better, but we appreciate whatever is going on in this our country. So when you go and train yourself in a kind of way, please don't bring it here. We don't need all that here. So that is all for now. You know, it's a